sitting in Bill Black office waiting on Bill, y'all. It's my co-host at the time. Her name is Africa. Her husband is an NFL wide receiver. So Africa has her purse on the floor, on the ground, y'all. Mo Quick walks by the door and she asks me, bro. She goes, "Is that your Louis V purse?" I go, "No, what do you mean?" She said,
I said, "Is that your Louis bag?" Okay,
"Is that your Louis bag?"
It was a Louis bag.
I go, "No." She's like, "Well, you're from Atlanta, so I don't know." She tried it, folks. I said, "So you tried me, bro." So Mo tried me the first day. Right?
I don't know why I'm this way, man.
But it was funny. It was hilarious, and we kicked off ever since then. So then,
you came to my house that day, and then
yes,
you became my roommate that next 2 months.
Yes, I did. Me and Mo Quick were roommates. I'm a stick a pin too, y'all. Mo Quick has a video somewhere in her archive. Yeah, I'm on your head, Mo. I'm on your head, Mo. Mo Quick has a video. Let me tell y'all how I know, and we're passionate. Mo and myself are passionate. Mo was doing audio editing, video editing, and all kinds of stuff off a laptop. I took Mo Quick's camera, bro, and shot a video while I'm visiting Cleveland, Ohio in April, and I said, "Hey, my name is Incognito. I'm up here for an audition. I'm about to get a job up here, blah, blah, blah." Shout out to Mo Quick. Say, "Hey, Mo Quick." Mo Quick's like, "Hey." We kicking it and stuff, right? So I need y'all to be in Mo Quick DM, like, where that footage at?
Oh, my God. Nigga, I have looked through every SD card, every SIM card, every fucking folder. I don't have it. You're going to have to let it go one day.
I'm not, Mo. It was golden, Mo. It was golden. Hey,
you got to let it go, man.
I'm going to be transparent with y'all. Right after that, we went to the upper room. So then, upper room. So then, let me see. Bill ended up calling me back. He was like, "We gotta do your background check." When he sent me, "Hey, Brook up in the building. Congratulations." Shout out to Blair. Yeah, Mo, what a video at, Mo?
What's up?
Hey, so then I came back. Bill said, "When your background check come back, you're gonna be all right." So I used to work at Brookup. Brookup was at Streets 945. Matter of fact, my first gig, I missed the part of the story. I apologize. When
Incognito. You think we got time for replays and backspins?
I got you, boo. Listen, in 2012, remember I said I did that Kinley spot? I did a commercial for Steve advertising somewhere that Brookup was going to be at on Georgia State campus. So this is what I did. I cut the spot. I said, "I'm finna go introduce myself to Steve," because keep in mind, we never met. I said, "I'm finna go introduce myself to Steve at this remote that I just cut the spot for." I get to the remote. Brookup is the DJ. Long live Wayne Brown. Wayne Brown was there. Steve came in a little later. I introduced myself to Steve. I said, "Hey, Steve, what's up? I'm Incognito."
I worked for you.
Yeah, like I did a spot. I said, "What's up, Steve?" He said, "Hey." I said, "I'm Incognito." He said, "Oh, I thought you was light skinned." No cap. So that's the story. That's the story, bro. So I met Brookup. I met Brookup. It was at like the cab.
Steve.
It was like at the cab at Georgia State. I'm sorry, I'm running so fast. I hope y'all can keep up. Shout out to Richmond, Virginia. Blue on air in the building. So then I went to like I say, I did that for Steve. Back to the Bill Black story. Bill said, "Hey, your background check come back, you good." Boom, boom. Long story short, June came. Background check came. Bill called me. He's like, "Hey, your background check came. We finna email you an offer letter." I got the email. I'm talking to Jam and J. I'm like, "Jam and J, what you think I should do?" He said, Jam and J was like, "If you got the opportunity, well, you better go take it." You know how Jam and J is, bro. And keep in mind, I forgot a part of the story. I ain't gonna backtrack because you say we ain't got time. I did work for WJIZ in Albany, Georgia in 2006 because I got caught up on a non-compete. That's a whole nother story. So for all my radio people out there, read your non-compete.
Man.
Yeah, you know about that. That's a whole nother story. My non-compete was 6 months, 100-mile radius, bro. So that's how I met Jam and J. Jam and J gave me the opportunity to continue to work during that time. This back then. So then what ended up happening? Bill called me. He said, "You got your offer letter, your background check came, cool. Checked it. I looked at it, and then Jam and J was like, shit, make a counter offer." I was like, "Big." So I made a counter offer, right? Bill calls me. Bill calls me. He was like, "Hey, you got the offer letter?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Hey, can we do a little bit more?" He's like, "Let me go talk to the GM. I'm gonna call you back." 30 minutes later, he calls me back. That nigga said, "When you want to move?" I said, "Oh my God."
And the rest was history, motherfucker.
That was the history. That was the history, right? So Bill,
damn, nigga took off that day forward.
he said, when do you want to move? I'm in the A, right? I said, let me move the day after birthday bash. The day after birthday bash in 2015 was June 21st. That means birthday bash was June 20th. Man, they came and boxed at my house. I put my truck on the trailer to go ahead and get shipped to Cleveland. Went to birthday bash, got off with birthday bash. Shout out to CE, shout out to Cut. Went to birthday bash, went and slept in my empty ass apartment. Woke up the next day, caught a plane, American Airlines, had a pit stop in Charlotte for 45 minutes, landed in Cleveland, Ohio. Mo Quick picked me up from the airport in Cleveland, Ohio. Took me to my room in Independence, Ohio. We kicked it there for a short while, and then she said, all right, I'm finna take you to the station. We went to the station, and then we ended up doing cartwheels in the hallway. Now,
I don't have that footage either.
Now, I got that footage. I don't have the footage from when Mo Quick had my audition, but I got the footage of my very first day in Cleveland, and I got a documentary coming soon, y'all. So y'all stick that. I just got to get that footage from Mo Quick, y'all. But I've been documenting my life.
I'm so sorry, man. You ask me about that shit every couple of months for years now.
And I'm never going to stop. And I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop. So then,
well, can I ask you a question now? I mean, okay, you made it. We in Cleveland now. You can stop the story. Can you stop the story?
Okay.
Okay, now let me ask you a question, because now that we have made it to Cleveland and your journey took a lot to get you where you are now, I want to touch on what we're supposed to be talking about tonight, and that's syndication. Because from Cleveland, you went to Columbus. From Columbus, you went to Cincinnati. And I don't mean he left Cleveland. I mean, no, he was still in Cleveland. And then he graduated to Columbus and then Cincinnati. And now you're in Detroit.
Yes.
So you're officially syndicated.
Yeah, so it's all the cities in Ohio, Cleveland, Cincy, Columbus. They put me on in Indianapolis. Shout out to Karen. They put me on in Detroit. Shout out to Kenny and Yanni. They just added Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out to J-Tech. And we are in the progress of working on Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out to Matt Myers and Charlotte. We're working on that as well.
Damn. How does it feel? Okay, no, not how does it feel. When you first took this job in Cleveland, did you see this coming?
No, ma'am.
Not at all.
No.
You thought, I'm going to go to Cleveland to do nights in Cleveland, Ohio, and hopefully from Cleveland, I'll go to a different city.
My first contract was 2 years plus one, just like any sports player. The obligation was I had to commit to 2 years. That third year was an option. So in my mind, in 2015, I said, I'll be back in the A in 2018. Bet. I'm just finna leave the A right quick. Come on back. You know
that was our plan. We had a plan together too, by the way, guys.
Believe that. I said, I'm finna leave the A 3 years. I'll be back. Really 2. But then that third year came. I said, all right, all right, bet. 3 years came.
The plan morphed.
Right. So then that 3-year contract came, and it just wasn't the opportunity and the space for that to happen. So I ended up signing another deal, which was similar to my first deal, which was 2 years plus one. So if you do your timeline, if I moved here in 2015, because I'm currently in Cleveland, Ohio, if I moved here in 2015, that puts you right there at another. I finished at 3. We're right here on 2. It's contract time again in June, right? Because I moved here June 21st. Bam. So then what ended up happening? Shoot, where we at?
You doing a timeline from how Cleveland went from a very small pea to a huge ass bowl of pea soup.
Right. So shout out to Bill, because Bill was my ops manager at the time, and he was like, yo, we're gonna put you on in
shout out to DJ
Cincy. We're gonna put you on in Columbus and Cincy. And then them folks said, hey, we're gonna put you on, and then it was like double the work. So I was like, is there a way
you felt like you were being cheated somehow, right?
Yes. I said, is there a way that we can do this all at one time with one switcher? So Yanni Rue, who's my new ops manager now, when he became my ops manager, I shared to him my passions, you know what I'm saying? And he identified with it because we have a similar path. And I was like, I want to just do it at one time. And he was like, all right, I'll work on that. And man, Yanni might have been my ops manager maybe 7-8 months, and within 3 months we all were one switch. So he made that happen, and this how this opportunity came about for me to just be in all these cities at one time, compared to doing multiple shows. He made it happen. Shout out to Kobe too.
And you made it happen too, because guys, let me walk you through this very humble journey this man has taken us down. His numbers started to spike immediately. It's like the city began to take on, posted on the corner like it was their king, like I don't know, staple. You know how you have a show that's been in the market forever, you grew up with it. They sort of sounded like they felt like they grew up with Posted on the Corner. And it Posted on the Corner is the name of Incognito show, right? And when I tell you that that response triggered, like, I'm sure PDs in every surrounding city, like, how is this dude getting 20 shares? What's the highest share you ever got?
The highest share I ever got was a 23. Thank you, Cleveland, Ohio. I love y'all for real.
23 share. You guys, we get 7 shares out here, and we're happy with our 7. We're like, woo, we number one, man. Okay, so you have to imagine, even if it's a smaller market, okay, so Cleveland is a middle-sized market, goes with, population size. So even if it is not a ginormous like LA, New York, Atlanta kind of market, the fact that you're getting a 20 share means they are literally listening to nothing but you. Okay, that means you're from the South, you got a country accent. It's not like you grew up in Cleveland, so they don't love you because you're from there. They love you because the content's great, it's funny, it's entertaining, and that little thing transformed into what you're doing now. And you're blessed enough to be in all these different cities because your roadmap or your road guide started over there in Cleveland, and they showed, or your numbers proved enough for people to say, nah, he needs to be in other markets too. Let's test it out. Then you went to Columbus, pew, Cincinnati, pew. So it was only right to keep it going. Like, yes, shout out to everybody who helped you get to that point. But Incognito, without your hustle, like, this dude do not lose his drive. Your consistency inspires me day after day, week after week. Like, without you being as consistent as you are, it would have never happened. Because you could be funny one day, but not being funny tomorrow does not count yesterday. You got to be funny every motherfucking day after week.
You're right. Your story is inspirational as well, Mo, and we gonna get into that. Mo did some footage for me for my documentary months ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Like I said, I got a documentary on the way, man. I want y'all to tap into it because this thing is continuing to grow like rapid fire. And I watch Mo get it out the mud. Y'all, if y'all don't know her story, ask her all the time. Ask her some questions. And shoot, it's just that you in the game, man, you get out what you put in, dog. Whatever Absolutely. You put in, you're gonna get out. Shout out to Cleveland, Ohio, because when I first got here, and me and Mo and myself, we worked 6 months together. We was roommates.
That was just 6 months?
You moved February 16th. I got here June. So I remember you moved February 16th.
Felt like years.
And I'm gonna be transparent, y'all. Mo and I was roommates, and Mo used to come. I used to do on Fridays. It was 7 to 10. Mo used to come on 10 to 2 a.m. I'll be waiting at 2 a.m. for Mo to come home so I can vent. Like, Mo, what Cleveland about, bro?
We had great talks, man. We'd be up for hours.
Yeah. So I mean, and then she dipped on me. So I was like, dang, bro, I just got to stay down. And it worked itself out. Shout out to Cleveland, Ohio. Without the listeners, I couldn't get it done. And the Post on the Corner became like the station's moniker, like it's saying. So when the station ride by in the Z-Wagon, they be like, Posted on the Corner. Somebody got a Z179 t-shirt. They be like, Posted on the Corner.
You branded it so well, man. How did you brand Posted on the Corner so well? You're a branding genius. I want you to know that, like, because we're talking now. Like, your marketing expertise and your radio expertise is on a million. It surpasses your radio expertise. It's like, like, you get it. How did you market like that?
Like I said, I grew up, music was my first love. The speaker was my, I grew up close to the radio. So guerrilla marketing is a strong tactic, and you get out what you put in. And then more so for the people, it's something for the people to share. That's what Posted on the Corner is about. If you look on every corner, it's a stop sign with a street sign. And I'm going to just name some up here. You'll be on Peach Street and Ivan Allen. That's in the A. In the A, you might see Kinsman and 55th. You know what I'm saying? And Cincinnati, you might see Reading Road and another street. It's a stop sign with 2 streets that cross. So when I say where you're posted on the corner, that's your hood. If you ever caught the bus, that's posted on the corner. If you've been to a CVS, that's posted on the corner. Where you at? Bro, I'm posted on the corner on the west side. That's what Posted on the Corner is about. It's about the people. So with radio, you are a vessel to the community, and also you're a liaison to their favorite artists. So, like, for example, if I was trying to get in contact with Young Dro or Young Jeezy. Mo Quick got Young Dro and Young Jeezy on her show. So if I introduce myself to Mo Quick, I feel closer to who? You're right, Young Jeezy and Young Dro. So if I got a message, I'll be like, hey, Mo, tell Dro I said, hey, Mo, tell Jeezy I said. And if she's on live at the right time and Jeezy over her shoulder or Dro over her shoulder,
yeah,
I know I can sign on and be like, hey, what's up, Mo? And when she see the comments, just like I see now, I'm like, what's up, Jay Fleming? What's up, Deuce on Air? And now I'm in the building. I get my message across.
You in the building now, bitch.
Bam, Mo is gonna shout me out. So that's what the person on the court. It's a thing for the people. It's you representing for your city, bro. It's representing where you at because you're putting me there. And then also, likewise, as radio people, we can't sit on our ass. We can't be divas. We got to touch the schools, the teachers, the principals. You got to touch all your essential workers, and you got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, them people got to identify with you. I've been in Cleveland so long. These folks will tell me I'm from every part of Shaker, Warrensville, EC. You can't tell me I eat what they eat. I pump gas. They would catch me in the trenches pumping gas. Why you over here, Ink? Because y'all gas cheap.
And I mean both for the gases.
Yeah, no count.
Yeah, you talking about. So, yeah, man, I love the respect that you have for radio. You know, I love that you understand it. Your passion drives me to this day. And even when I would call you to see how you're doing in Cleveland, like the energy you give me makes me want to go harder out here. And I keep trying to come back to Atlanta, come back. I keep trying to pull you out of Cleveland. But it seems like God got you.
Yes, the feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual, Mo. And my peers, it's a handful of them that keep me inspired. Shout out to you. Shout out to Swin. Shout out to all my former PDs. If I had to do my whole story over again, I would. But it's very difficult, man, in this game to find somebody that understands your talent because a lot of PDs like to micromanage. And I've been blessed to the point where we didn't have, or I personally didn't have micromanaging PDs. You know what I'm saying? So I always had a vision. And I'm going to tell y'all something about vision, bro. If you can see it, bro, you can achieve it. Because if you can see it in your head, and this is the thing about vision, it's your vision. Everybody's not going to see your vision. That's why it's your vision. So you stay down, execute, and they'll get on, man. It's going to be right. And you got to keep the faith the size of a mustard seed.
That's it. Thank you, Incognito.
No cap. I wish I could talk for a whole nother hour, but I know you got somebody else coming in. I done went overtime. Shout out to Head Crack. I've been listening to Head Crack for a while. He been putting in the work. They got the morning hustle now. He continue to put in the work. He's creative. He productive. But for all my creators out there, man, y'all stay creative, man. Y'all stay productive, man. And guess what? Whenever you have a bad day, just know that you're going to have a good day, and that's what give you that balance. You got to have a bad day so you know what the good days is, man. And just stay on that hustle, man. You get out what you put in this game every trip.